Well, I was addicted to methamphetamine for many years. I found myself making methamphetamine and living that lifestyle. I think it took about 2 years of running really hard, making meth, and I got caught, you know. They caught me fair and square. They had me under investigation, but once I was convicted, I felt a huge sense of relief. Like, I knew there was a better way to live, I just didn't know how to get there. Because I wasn't in jail for very long before I went to Purdy, so they caught me, got me into sentencing, and got me to Purdy quickly. So I had to detox, slept a lot the first, month or so I was in receiving. I was classified a minimum security risk, so I was able to go up to the Hill, they call it, which was, the minimum security part of the prison. And not too long after that, this was the whole defining moment in my prison time. So there was a call on the bulletin board, DNR. They were looking for people to go work DNR. And nobody knew what DNR was, and none of us girls had any idea. We just knew, we could get our gate card and we could go outside of the prison to work. So we were like, oh yeah, let's do that. I was able to go work on DNR, and that entailed, going out in the woods with a chainsaw, planting trees, fighting fires, just hard physical labor every day. And that was a huge catapult for me. It gave me a work ethic, got me used to working hard, team building. I was the lead on my crew. I answered to this guy, Mike Mather. He was this gruff guy from Texas, and he always expected the best out of us every single day, no matter what. He didn't care. You're going to do your best every day, your own personal best. You're going to do it every day. And that was defining for me. Also, being in there, I felt like, I just felt like I didn't belong. I knew that I deserved to be there. I accepted that. I deserved to be there. They caught me fair and square, and I was wrong, but I didn't feel like I belonged there. I saw these women coming back and forth, in and out. The officers knew them by name. Hey, whoever, what are you doing back here? Oh, well, I got a violation for this or a violation for that. And I just looked at it. I was like, this is no way to live. No way to live. And I was determined to be better. I kept getting these piddly little jobs, construction, doing something here, or I got a job siding houses, and I suck at siding houses. So I was getting paid piecework siding these houses, and I wasn't good at it, so I wasn't making any money. I went up to Bates College. It was in December of 2005. I got out of prison June 13th, 2005, and Hell Day was December, I think it was like the 20th, right before Christmas. And we went in there, and there were about 200 of us, I think. There was a big group. They put us all in this little room, and they told us, okay, this is what you're gonna do, find a partner, and so this is what you're gonna do. And so I partnered up with this girl, and we went out there, and our first task was to punk rebar. And so we picked up our load of rebar, and we got going. And she dropped her end of the bundle and said, I quit. And I freaked out on her. I told her, hey, this is my effing life right now. I got to get in. This has to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I don't get in, I did not at that point in time know what I was going to do next. So one of the journeymen, Miles, he saw the whole altercation, and he came and he picked up her end of the rebar, and he pushed me and pushed me. So the next task was to, we had to cut a hole in some iron with a torch. I did that. We had to tie some rebar, and I also had to climb the column, or attempt to climb the column. And I went up there, they harnessed me up, and I climbed that thing, and I rang that bell, and I came down, and I just started bawling. And Lee Nugent was there that day. He was our apprenticeship coordinator at the time, and he told me, he called me over there and he said, we got to have women in our local, and we want them to be like you.
Looking at Heather, it was real evident from the beginning that people looked up to her. She was a driver. People were looking to her for advice, even in the first apprenticeship classes, right through orientation, right through her first year.
But the brotherhood and sisterhood of being in the union is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't really have like a close family of my own, so I've kind of adopted this union and the people in it as my family, and it's a great feeling. I had to make a living. I was fresh out of prison, and it was either that or I didn't know what I was going to do if I didn't make it as an iron worker, so I just did it. I think a lot of it boils down to your self-esteem and your self-worth. You got to believe that you're worth it and you're better than that way of life that you've chosen in the past.